And now, Coda Territory Sports, sponsored by your local Ford stores.
Good evening and welcome to Coda Sports. We have a packed show with lots of highlights and sound from teams and coaches, but this show gets started with the home opener for South Dakota Mines soccer. The Hard Rockers are hosting Jamestown in their home opener today. Jamestown was leading 1-0 in the middle first of the period, but then Nicholas North gets a perfect pass from Lucas Cardona, and Nicholas ties things up at 1 for the Hard Rockers with this goal. The Hard Rockers would go into halftime tied at 1. Then the second half, they decided to get to work. North again getting the ball back into the center for Alvin Uoto, who just taps it on in for the goal to give the Hard Rockers a 2-1 lead. Who says you can't have a student section at a soccer game? Hard Rockers up 2-1 in the second half. Parker Yoakum getting a free kick, and he puts it up and over everyone and even gets it past the goalie for a goal that puts the Hard Rockers up 2 goals, with their lead now being 3-1. Halfway through the second period, the Hard Rockers looking to score more goals. Jacob Milkus sends it to the middle, and Nicholas North gets his foot on it, and Jamestown just fell asleep, and Yoakum gets his second goal of the day, and that would be enough as the Hard Rockers win their home opener 4-1. Here's first-year head coach after the game.
Yeah, I think performance-wise, it was really good. I would say we started slow. Jamestown came out really hot and scored an incredible individual goal, and it took us a little while to kind of regather ourselves. But I think after about 20 minutes, we made some changes, and the boys off the bench made a big impact. And getting the goal before halftime was really big for us. You know, he works really hard, and he's a really good player. He's a Texas kid, and Texas kids have a little bite to him sometimes, and I like that from him. And he's on his day, he's got some quality. I mean, his free kick goal was out of this world. I mean, it was truly incredible quality to do, and I think that gave him the confidence to go and get the second and crash in and score. So I'm happy for him to get a couple of goals, and hopefully that does his confidence wonders.
RC Central and Douglas both looking for their first wins of the season today. Noah Lip for Central gets a shot on goal, but the Patriots goalie Maxim Allen was there to save it from going in, as Central again has the ball down to Patriot territory, and this time Gavin Callahan shoots it, and Allen saves it at first, but then it gets away from him, and Chase Kepler was there to finish it off to extend the Cobblers' lead. Jacob Hilvela gets a free kick, but Marcus Callahan was a lockdown goalie today as Central shut out Douglas and won their first game of the year 4-0.
I think it's a good confidence booster. We play Stevens next Thursday, and they're having a very good year already. So we have our work cut out for us. It's going to be a challenge, just like all the other games have been. Even today, we have a win, but it was a challenge to get there. We had some good stuff early. We found the gaps, the through balls. At halftime, we talked about it. They liked what was working. And then second half, it didn't happen as much. And I changed some guys around just because of fatigue and experience. So the game changes when we do that.
Now for the Lady Cobblers to take the pitch at Patriot Stadium. The Lady Cobblers dominated in this game. They controlled the ball pretty much the entire game. Avery Young shoots the ball, and it just misses the net, and I think the Cobblers were trying to hold off on the goals, and the Patriots get a stop to the goals here with this shot being deflected into the ground and then later knocked out of bounds by the Patriots. The Cobblers, they then add another goal here by Kylie Mellum, and the Cobblers win in a landslide 10-0. Some more girls soccer scores for you today. The Lady Raiders still undefeated by winning 3-1 over Dakota Valley. And for the boys side of things, Stevens picks up the win against Dakota Valley 11-1. And Belle Fourche lost in a close game with Freeman Academy 2-1. And St. Thomas More traveled to take on Sioux Falls Christian, and they lost 7-0. The Badlands Sabres are back in season tonight against the Sheridan Hawks. The first highlight we rolled on was a shot by the Hawks, but it was dealt with nicely for a save by the Sabres. And the Sabres mascot is like, did they really try to just score on us? That's so crazy. I know, dude. I thought the same exact thing. Back to the action now. The Sabres have something going down in Hawk territory, but the shot on goal wasn't hard enough, and it was saved by the Hawks goalie. Sabres again had something going, but it would hit off the post, and the Hawks would gain possession, and this game would end up with the Sabres winning 3-2. Sturgis Brown took on Maifa Luda in volleyball earlier today, with Sturgis sweeping the Crusaders 3-0. And let's take a look at some college volleyball. South Dakota Mines took on 14th ranked Grand Valley State, and Mines got one set from them, but Grand Valley made sure to not lose another after that, beating them 3-1. As for BH, they won their first set against 25th ranked Northern State, but then fell in the rest of the sets to lose 3-1.